What's up, guys, and welcome to RGR. My name's Renegade, and today I will be reviewing and rating. Alright, today I'll be talking about Ready or Not. Now, I know I said that today I'd be doing Hades 2, but that game's kicking my butt. I thought I'd be done with it by now, but I think I'm almost finished with it, so it should be coming out next week, but yeah, it's been kicking my ass all week. So, we're doing Ready or Not today, and this game's amazing. I mean, I love this game. There's so many opportunities with this game, uh, different ways you can replay it, just the variety of it. It's a crazy game, and it's deep and dark. So if you're kind of squeamish or don't like the more adult games, this probably isn't for you. There's some pretty wild stuff that goes into it, and there's just so much opportunity with it. So much to do. There's 18 main missions, and then there's DLC missions too. I'm hoping that they'll drop more in 2026, but who knows. So let's get into these ratings.
What the fuck? The fuck was that?
All right, we have gameplay. So the game shines here. It's very good. It's very tactical. You're not just gonna run in guns blazing. It's not Call of Duty. You move very slow, very tactical. Your shots count. When you shoot somebody once or twice, they're down. You can play lethal, non-lethal with beanbags or pepper ball guns. You have tasers. You have pepper spray. Anything that you could think of with this game. There's just so much different ways you can play it. It's crazy. So gameplay for me gets a 9 out of 10. We have multiplayer co-op. I love multiplayer in this game. I think you can go 4 to 5 people. I think the most I've done is 4. You might be able to do 5, not really sure. And you all just run these missions together, co-op. You can get different loadouts, different mix and match to complement each other's loadouts. One person uses a breaching shotgun, the other person uses a scope gun that you can look through under doors, and you can just mix and match your team's loadouts to complete the mission, whatever it is. And me and my friend can have just been playing this on a loop. We went through standard, and now we're trying to S rank, which is everything non-lethal. So it's arresting everybody, and it's very difficult. But we're making it through, and we just started a hard run too, lethal, and that's another whole different can of worms. So multiplayer co-op, I gave a 9 out of 10. Now we have the story. So they do the story and the single player mode weird in this game to me. So with single player, you're running with your own group of SWAT agents, and you have this list. You hire different police officers to be on your SWAT team, and they have different traits, which is very cool. I like how they did the single player in this game is really good. And if you fail a mission or someone gets shot, someone gets hurt, there's a psychology meter, like how messed up they are in the head after that. Like, yeah, need to go see a therapist. So yeah, sometimes your guys can get someone leave to go see therapists in this game because they just got so messed up. It's pretty crazy. I like how I did it. But they story, so they have basically story like packets, like a few missions are in one branch of a story. So there may be like 3 or 4 missions that has to do with this one story. But they spread them out throughout the map list, because I think what they did was they ordered it from easiest to hardest all the way down. So the stories are spread out. Like there might be the first mission, 2 missions might be one story, but then the next 2 missions for that story is like halfway down the list. And I'm just not a fan of that. I would rather it be, these are the 4 boom, boom, boom for that story, and then the next story, and then the next story. I feel like it'd be simpler that way. Now, some of the stories are good. Some of them have to do with some dark things like child trafficking, stuff like that. There's a school shooting mission, but the stories are pretty wild. I just don't really like how they did it. for me personally. And you know, you have to like read all the briefs to get really the full story, and it's a lot of reading if you want to do it that way. If you're a lore guy, but me personally, I mean, the story for me, it just wasn't my cup. The way they did it wasn't my cup of tea, so I gave it a 5 out of 10. Replayability. This game shines on the replayability. I told y'all that you can run through casual, and then you could go standard and then hard, and then after you do all that, you can go back through and do non-lethal, casual, standard, hard. Get the DLC missions, you could do the same thing. Try different guns if you want to. There's so much replayability in this game. It's pretty wild, and it doesn't really seem like it on the surface, but when you actually start playing it, it's pretty crazy. You can run through single player, casual, standard, hard, lethal, non-lethal to get the highest score you can. You know, the replayability is great with this game. And so I gave it a 9 out of 10. Now we're on monetary value. Great with this game. I think I got it for $50, so not a full price release. It's $70 like most games nowadays. And I had about 75 hours into it right now. I'm going to play more. So right now I have 75 hours in the game, and that comes out to 67 cents an hour. And that's just crazy. For the variety that this game gives, it would be great if they added more missions. But right now, like I said, they have 18 standard missions, and then you got the DLC if you want it. And then they added Los Sueños Stories, which is a couple other missions that are free. You don't have to pay for those DLC. For that DLC, sorry. Yeah, just the value is crazy. At $50, I gave the value a 10 out of 10. To be, you know, still playing it and still having fun, and still, I haven't even done any of the missions on hard. We did one mission on hard difficulty, and I'm still going. So, yeah, monetary value's 10 out of 10. Fun. I had already said basically throughout this whole review how much fun that we've been having, so I think you could see where this rating's going, but it's just a good time, you know. There's so many laughs. Like, I have videos on saved on my PC right now of just crazy things happen, and we're just laughing. Like, someone just tells you to shut up out of nowhere, or you open a door and it's trapped, and boom, your friend blows up in front of you. And you've seen probably the shorts just everywhere of this game. It's so much fun. So I gave a 10 out of 10. So with all those averaged out, the rating comes out to an 8.7 out of 10. Now, if you haven't realized it by now, you definitely need to check out this game. It's a great time. I recommend it. And thank you for sticking with me this long. I'll catch you in the next one.